I've actually always been an animal person. My mom says that when I was tiny, I was always taking care of the animals, and I remember specifically saving like squirrels that had fallen out of trees and burying them in the backyard if they didn't make it. And it was just one of those things. I think you're born sometimes in your soul to be an animal lover, but I didn't really act on it until a couple of years ago. I mean, I've always acted on it in my own way, but not with a big project or a nonprofit, and so it's a good thing. Well, I've been really blessed. I work at KTLA and doing special projects, but prior to that, I was doing hard news. And I think people just figure out what your issues are and what you love to tell. And so anytime there was a dog story or anytime there was some issue around animals, they always like, that sounds like a Lou Parker story. So they always had me go out on it. And then it became where they started allowing me to do stories. The puppy mill investigation that I did, the dog fighting story, Hatchery Hell, about the little chicks, the one-day-old chicks that get trapped in the machinery. So it just became one of those things, and I'm very proud of that, because I think being able to work in the business but also tell stories that you're passionate about just makes everything perfect. It was probably one of the most difficult stories I've ever done, not just because of the images and what I had to see and go through, but putting it together and telling the story correctly and telling an authentic story, and also a story that educates and tells the story where it's not too depressing. So I took it very personally. Like, I worked constant on that story, and it paid off. But you know, it just it means a lot to me. That story was a big deal for me. Well, a couple of things. The readers at I Love Dogs obviously love dogs, you know, or have a dog, or want to get involved. Lou Parker Project's just one rescue in Los Angeles. They can totally get involved with us, help us with ideas, or bring us ideas, or bring us situations where dogs are in a dire need. We're not necessarily a rescue group, so we're not necessarily pulling animals a lot, but I have a lot of contacts with rescue groups, so we can always send off that information to our rescue friends. I just want people to get involved, and that's one of the reasons why we try to get Lou Parker Project out there, is to make people realize that I know you have, like, there's people sitting back wanting to do stuff, but you just don't know where to turn or what to do. Just do something, like collect newspapers for the shelter, or call a friend and say, hey, let's go down to the shelter and volunteer, or make some phone calls to ilovedogs.com and ask, or call us or email us. We'll find you something to do. And there's so many things. And a lot of people say, well, it's never going to end, and it's like a process that, well, you know, there's so many dogs. But if we just say that and we don't do anything, then of course nothing's going to get done. But it's amazing what I've seen happen with Lou Parker Project in the last 6 to 8 months. Volunteers, I don't know where all these fabulous women and men came from, but it's a beautiful thing. I just want to add that animals in general are powerful beings, and I think we can live in a beautiful existence with them if we respect and love them just how they respect and love us.